Welcome to World of Rockhounds. I'm Kyle. Today we're going to go for a little trip to Newport, Oregon and check out Beverly Beach. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is Beverly Beach here in Newport, Oregon. And we're going to look for concretions and whatever else we can find today. You can often find large pieces of sandstone like this that have shells already embedded in it, and there's lots of them. Alright, found something that might be worth something. Let's see what we got here. So, looking at it, it looks like it could possibly be a fossilized bone. It's really hard to tell for sure. It's a little bit light, so we're just gonna throw it in the bag and see what happens. So on the beach, you can actually find a lot of these. They're just like weird concretion nodules, but they don't always have something inside of them. But there are definitely a lot of interesting shapes that kind of are just laying about. And you can also find a lot of these too. A lot of really small round concretions. Here we found a little scallop shell just right inside the sandstone. Nice little specimen. We'll leave it here for someone else. And here we're looking at the cliffside. We can't dig in the cliff at all, but there are concretions in the cliffside, just waiting to fall out. Right there. Put his little head out, waiting for the day that he just falls down. Alright, we walked down a little bit from where we were at, and there's our little concretion buddy just sticking out of the wall. And down here, you can see a large divot in the wall of where concretion used to be before it just fell out. It's right there. And looking just below, there's a lot of small concretions just intermingled in that layer right there. Alright, just found this. This is a large 3-cluster concretion. Who knows when it came out of the wall, but it is massive. That is a size 13 boot. This piece probably weighs 110 to 120 pounds, and it is just massive and dense. Who knows what's on the inside of this thing. Alright, walk down a little bit further, and I found another concretion in the wall. Just waiting for Mother Nature to extract it. This one was a little bit smaller than the one that we just found, but it's still a good sized concretion. And then right next to it, you can kind of see where another concretion was kind of sticking out of the wall, and it just kind of fell out at one point. Oh, and there's our concretion buddy right there. Alright, so a little bit further down, we found another concretion. And all those little divots are where concretions used to be in the wall. Oh. Look, half a concretion. Chances are that probably it broke off naturally and fell down, and someone just left it and didn't want it because it wasn't full concretion. Or someone broke it out of the wall and they're not supposed to, and realized it wasn't full when they just left it. I'm not a geologist, and I don't really know how to describe this, but this is always the coolest thing, and I always admire it every time I stop by the beach. This reminds me of like dinosaur or gator skin. Alright, found this oblong concretion. This is my size 13 boot, and I didn't really feel like lugging it back, so I kind of want to break it here. I didn't bring any tools with me, so I'm just going to have to drop it on another rock and see what happens. Alright, broke it open, and this is what we got on the inside. Got some shells. Nice little cluster of shells, so that was kind of cool. Alright, one thing to know about Beverly Beach is that there is black sand. I think last time I checked, a while back, you can pan for gold. You just can't use like sluice equipment or heavy equipment. It's got to use an old-fashioned gold pan to pan the sand, and I'll tell you right now, it's not worth it. It's good for experience and learning how to use your pan, but that's it. I managed to hoist this thing onto the rock, and just to say goodbye and to say that I was sorry I was not able to take him home. I hope someone else can enjoy this. Alright, so we're back at the shop. Well, back at home. And these are just kind of what you can find out on the beach at Beverly, just north of Newport, Oregon. There's a lot of this stuff out there, just your basic cobble. It actually has a really nice texture to it from being worn down. Nothing too special. It's everywhere. And as you saw in the video, there's a lot of concretions. And again, sometimes they'll have something in them, sometimes they won't. A lot of these small ones don't really have much in them. And sometimes even the big ones don't have much in them either. And then you can find some of this stuff, just, tumbled, quartz, jaspers and type stuff. And you also find a lot of this stuff that has the shells kind of already in it. I picked up this piece because I thought this little piece was cool. This was in it before I dropped it, and it just kind of popped out, so it's kind of cool. Nice little piece. But I mainly, aside from this big piece, but the other reason why I took this home was this little pocket right here. But the little pocket, and then it has the little crystal right there. And then you guys saw me pick up this here on the beach. I'm gonna see if I can take a cut off of it and see if it's bone. And we're probably gonna cut this in half to kind of see what's on the inside. Why not? Oh, and then we're gonna crack that in half with a chisel and a hammer to see if there's any kind of fossils on the inside. We got a shell in there, clam shell. Let's try to get a nice. So rather than clean up this seed potato that I got, because I thought it was bone, it could have been, in my defense, but it's just a mud ball. Nothing special at all. Not bone. Just what you would like to call a leverite. I shall left it right where I found it. But hey, that falls back again to you don't know until you try. Alrighty, this is the one that we cracked open. Try to break around the sides here. It just didn't want to give way, so I smacked it in the center, broke clean in half. You can see that there was definitely a whole shell in there. You can see the arch on both sides. So I feel like if I had the right paleontology tools, I can probably, just for giggles, glue this back together and then go where I found the shell and then slowly work away this part, but I don't have those kind of tools, so This video is just to kind of show you what you can find at Beverly Beach. And this is that weird quartz variation, which I'm going to call it jasper at this point. Just because there's not a huge, not a lot of translucency in there, but this is quartz and it's just a different variety. Some kind of jasper, so this is what we got. Polish, nice and polished up. Took a nice polish, but that was the inside. Actually turned out better than I thought I was going to be honest. I mean, so can't complain there. And then it's kind of hard to see, but there's actually a little pocket of druzy crystals. Nothing too big, just I just happened to notice it after I cleaned everything up. I'm like, oh hey, cool. So that's what you can find there in Beverly. Alright, so before we go, I'm going to give away one of the sides of this jasper that I just cut and polished to one lucky subscriber, and it's going to be super easy. So easy, all you have to do is like the video and leave a comment down in the comment section of how your day was. That easy. And we'll announce the winner, let's see here, we'll announce the winner next Sunday. That gives you guys time to kind of let me know how your day was and to like the video. And I'm going to keep one half. This is going to be our Best Friends Forever rock. So I'm going to keep one half, and then I'm going to give you guys the other. And I'm going to be giving away the piece that actually has a little juicy quartz pocket right there. So this one could be yours. And this one's going to go up in the shelf. Let's see, where should we put it? Let's move this over there. And we'll put this one right here. And you know what? I think I'm going to put this little shell here that came off this big piece just as a nice little memento of today's little rock hounding adventure. That's going to go right next to the jasper as well. Alright, so that's it. If you guys like the content, be sure to like the video. If you guys want to leave comments, ask questions, again, leave the questions down in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe because it's free to do. And until next time, rock on.